The Trump administration recently announced a set of initiatives designed to make in vitro fertilization, or IVF, treatments more accessible and affordable for Americans. These actions focus on negotiating lower drug prices and encouraging broader insurance coverage. However, they stop short of the campaign promise to mandate free IVF treatment. Summary and analysis of the plan. The plan centers on two main components: reducing the cost of fertility drugs and expanding fertility insurance coverage through employers. 1. Fertility drug price cuts. The administration struck a deal with the pharmaceutical manufacturer EMD Serono to significantly reduce the cost of its IVF medications, including the widely used drug Gonal-F. Mechanism. These discounted drugs will be available directly to patients through a forthcoming government website, TrumpRx.gov, expected to launch in 2026, cutting out middlemen. The discount for eligible patients is expected to be substantial, with the White House estimating a saving of up to $2,200 per IVF cycle on drugs. EMD Serono stated that patients could purchase its fertility drugs at an 84% discount from list prices. Incentives for the drug maker. In exchange for the price cuts, EMD Serono is set to receive a number of incentives, including an expedited FDA review for its fertility drug Pergoveris, currently available in Europe, through a National Priority Review voucher. The company may also be excluded from certain future tariffs if it increases its manufacturing and research investments in the U.S. 2. Expanded employer coverage. The administration also issued new federal guidance to encourage employers to offer fertility benefits. New benefit option. This guidance allows companies to offer fertility coverage as a standalone supplemental benefit, separate from major medical plans, similar to how dental or vision insurance is offered. Voluntary nature. Crucially, this guidance is a recommendation, not a mandate. Employers are not required to offer this coverage, and the government is not providing subsidies for them to do so. This structure provides employers with maximum flexibility in designing their benefits. Reasons and consequences. Reasons for the plan. Political response to the IVF crisis. The political pressure on Republicans to support IVF intensified following the Alabama Supreme Court ruling that embryos are extrauterine children, which briefly threatened IVF access in the state. This plan allows the administration to demonstrate clear support for IVF, framing it as a pro-life measure that encourages family formation. Fulfilling campaign pledges, partially. The plan is a follow-up to an executive order signed in February and a partial fulfillment of a 2024 campaign promise to make IVF treatment free or fully covered. While it falls short of the free IVF pledge, it delivers on reducing a significant financial barrier, drug costs. Addressing high costs. IVF costs can range from $12,000 to $25,000 per cycle, with medications often costing thousands of dollars per round. Reducing these costs addresses a major financial strain for the 1 in 6 couples facing fertility challenges in the U.S. Broader drug price initiative. The EMD Serono deal is the third in a series of agreements with major pharmaceutical companies, following deals with Pfizer and AstraZeneca, aimed at lowering drug prices through direct-to-consumer sales on the TrumpRx platform and using the concept of most favored nation pricing. Consequences and analysis. Reduced financial burden. Partial. The drug discounts will provide tangible relief for patients, as fertility drugs can account for up to 20% of the total cost of an IVF cycle. However, this only addresses one component. Patients still face the high costs of the procedure itself, including ultrasounds, lab work, and anesthesia, which are not covered by the discount. Uneven access. Because the employer coverage is entirely voluntary, the expansion of IVF access will likely be uneven. While large corporations may be more inclined to offer the benefit, small and mid-sized businesses may not, leaving many Americans, especially those who work for smaller companies or are unemployed, with no new coverage options. Political trade-offs. The plan navigates the complex political landscape by supporting family building while avoiding direct confrontation with conservative anti-abortion groups who object to IVF due to the potential creation and discarding of embryos. The emphasis on voluntary coverage also avoids a large new federal spending mandate. Market impact. The use of priority vouchers and tariff exclusion as incentives for EMD Serono demonstrates a transactional approach to drug price negotiation. This model bypasses existing regulatory and legislative processes, directly influencing a specific market segment. Predictions and solutions. Predictions. 1. Increased coverage, but not universal. The new guidance is likely to increase the percentage of employers offering some form of fertility benefit, especially among larger companies seeking to attract and retain talent. However, the lack of a mandate means that millions of Americans will still not have insurance coverage for the full cost of IVF, falling short of the universal access initially promised. 2. Modest overall cost reduction. The $2,200 savings on drugs is a significant step, but will only modestly lower the total cost of a $15,000 to $25,000 IVF cycle. Patients will still require substantial out-of-pocket spending, leading many to seek financing or go into debt. 3. Increased competition on drug prices. Expediting the approval of foreign-marketed drugs like Pergoveris is likely to introduce competition in the fertility drug market, which could lead to further price reductions over time beyond the initial EMD Serono deal. Solutions and further steps. To achieve the goal of truly affordable and accessible IVF, experts and advocates suggest several solutions that go beyond the current plan. Mandate coverage. Implementing a federal or state mandate for all large group health plans to cover a minimum level of fertility treatment, including IVF, would ensure broader and more equitable access. Essential health benefits. Inclusion. Including fertility treatments as an essential health benefit under the Affordable Care Act would make it a mandatory offering in all individual and small group market plans. Subsidies and tax credits. Providing tax credits or subsidies for individuals and families seeking IVF, or for employers offering comprehensive benefits, would ease the financial burden on patients and encourage small businesses to participate. Addressing the continuum of care. The current focus is heavily on drugs and IVF. A more comprehensive solution would support earlier, less invasive treatments like IUI, intrauterine insemination, and restorative reproductive medicine, which can be effective and help prevent people from needing expensive IVF later. The administration's plan provides tangible cost relief on medications and a new pathway for voluntary employer coverage, marking progress toward affordability. Yet, its voluntary nature means it won't be the game changer of full coverage that many families desperately need.